Dear all, this is going to be a very extempore video. No preparations, I will just talk whatever comes to my mind in the course of this video. It's Meet Kevin or Financial Education Journey. In my opinion, in this video, if I were to choose, but I will not take exact names. Let's say I will represent one as a Tom and I will represent the other as Harry. One of them is Tom, one of them is Harry. I will not mention who is Tom or who is Harry. You guys can guess or assume. Okay, and this I am making to give my perspective. I personally do not belong to either of these guys' private courses or their membership or something, right? Education, the materials they sell and all. I am not part of that, full disclaimer, and I have not been asked by anybody to make this video. I am absolutely a neutral guy who is a long time viewer of both this person, Kevin, Meet Kevin channel and Jeremy Financial Education channel. I am a long time viewer and I have seen their multiple hundreds of videos over past many years. These are the disclaimer, and I am absolutely neutral. I will give my perspective if I were to choose this or that. Again, I will not take sides. I will give my unbiased view. And just for a fun, as I said, this is an extempore video, and just for a fun, the base line of this video is, say, hypothetically somebody gives me $1 million. Okay, you take this $1 million financial repo and you are forced to take the $1 million. This is one of the prerequisites, just to make it fun, and you are forced to give that $1 million to either Meet Kevin, whatever, you can subscribe to his private or whatever, you have to give either to him or you have to give it to Financial Education Journey. Either it's a Meet Kevin versus Financial Education Journey. If I were to give, I am forced. So again, just for a fun sake, I am forced to take $1 million externally from somebody, and I am forced to give that to either of these. So it's either Meet Kevin versus or Financial Education Journey. Okay, this is the baseline, just for a fun. Okay, and I will give my rationale, unbiased, neutral rationale behind whom should I give. Okay, and as I said, again I am repeating myself, I am not part of any of these course member. I have not been asked by anybody to make this video. So if as a external unbiased neutral person I have to choose, what are the criteria I will choose is, first and foremost criteria is transparency. Okay, I know, as I said, I will not mention who is Meet Kevin or who is Jeremy. One of them is Tom. As I said, I will not say who is Tom, and I will say one is Harry, right? So say for example, Tom is a guy who is involved in a lot of controversies. Say Tom is involved in a lot of people hate him, and in fact a lot of people hate Harry also, but we'll come to Harry later. So Tom, people hate him, they will say, they mentioned he flip-flops and he did this and he did that, he got this ringing the bell at the Wall Street, at the New York Stock Exchange, and say he bought a private jet, and he has a ETF, PP, and he has IPO. I mean, not IPO, he has a startup and all those things, but he flexes this and that and all. For example, Tom. Okay, so on the basis of transparency, and for example, Harry is also he's running private courses just like Tom, and Harry also, I mean, flexes, okay, this much whatever he has in his portfolio and all. Again, I will not say who has more and all, I don't know, more money and all, their net worth, but say. But one thing, as a external third party, I mean as a unbiased neutral person, I see who is more transparent. Again, it is my opinion, I don't know the absolute truth. I have seen Tom, at least even if he is involved in so many controversies, never ever I have seen, at least within this past 1 year or so, flexes or tells the half partial truth that, hey, I am this much up, hey, I am that much up and all. But I see Harry always cherry pick the dates. Always cherry pick the dates regardless how much loss and all. Tom completely quiet. Tom completely quiet. We all know within this past year, not only Tom and Harry, in general, lot of people are in loss, right? But Harry keeps and flexes, oh, I am this much up, I am that much up, only this date to this date, this month to this month, this day to this day, I am this much up, I am that much up, nothing lost and all, only I am up, only I am up. But Tom, on the other hand, I have never seen, at least in that perspective. Again, I know people are saying, oh, Tom has done this and he flip-flops and he has a DUI, now the DUI case closed and all those things. Those are fine. Those are on the personal front, what he did, what he not did. But I have never seen Tom like a partial truth. It's a truth, but partial truth says, oh, no, I am this much up, okay, this much million. At least he is silent. At least he is silent. I have heard a random quotation in my life multiple times, and I have read the random quotation multiple times in the net and web, that it's always better to be fool and let others think you are fool, be silent, rather than opening your mouth and proving it. Maybe I'm not able to paraphrase properly. I don't exactly remember the word by word. It's something like that. It's rather wise to keep your mouth shut and let others think you are a fool, rather than opening your mouth and proving it, something like that. So from the transparency point of view, in my opinion, I never have observed like a partial truth or a cherry picked transparency, whatever customized date and customized data somebody shows, okay, from this date to this date, I am up, only that date, not the whole story. But on the other hand, Tom never flexes. I know he is a part of lot of controversies and all those are things. That is one about the transparency. Now number second is about the information, the data, the knowledge. At least as a third person, what I see in other of these Tom and Harry videos, their channel, I have seen the information, pelotra of information is in the Tom's channel. Every time so much of information, sometimes I'm not able to wrap my head around how and where this guy gets so much information. Again, I am not saying on personal front what is Tom and all, right? At least within this 1 year, 1.5 years, he never flexes, oh, I am this much up and all. He is keeping silent. He is not saying what is loss or so, that is fine, but he never flexes, oh, I am up, only this customized date. And on the other hand, Harry says, oh, I am up only between this to this. That is about the partial transparency. Second thing about the information warehouse, a monumental information, warehouse of information, always I see in the channel of Tom. But on the other hand, Harry, the same thing I personally feel, again in my opinion, I personally feel Harry, same thing churning over and over again, a specific information. Compared to Tom, I don't see it's again, I am a long time viewer for both these guys, Tom and Harry, but from Harry nowadays it is little bit very upsetting for me. Not so much information, the same information, I would say the same old information being churned around. So one is transparency, in my opinion, Tom, and information, ocean and warehouse and monumental information is Tom. The next thing is, if I see, to be unbiased, in my opinion, Tom is super smart, but kind of, they say something like he's like I don't get the right word in the right moment, like very much unstable, but extra sharp, smart, but very much unstable, like okay, doing this, doing that, again flip-flopping maybe you can say, but he has his own excuse or he has his own reason. But I see the wisdom goes to Harry. The real wisdom means, maybe he has more experience, I don't know, but the wisdom, whatever I have seen, he stick to it, even if it's a big loss. At least that part I give it to Harry in I mean compared to Tom. And Tom is so much confident that many live streams and all, he tackles people's questions and answers, and in live stream and all that Tom has tried running in politics and all in the past and all. This guy is the presence of mind, the knowledge, or able to really interact on the fly without preparation and all, the confidence and all. But on the contrary, I don't see much these kind of qualities, at least as a layman. I'm not part of the private member from the YouTube, whatever I have garnered the information, not so much from the Harry. Now, coming to this $1 million, if I am forced, there is no other way out in my life, I have to force to take $1 million and give it to somebody, it has to be Tom. It has to be Tom. I would say people to know how much in the career, in the what do you say, career to date, they say year to date and something month to date, something like that. I'm just making up the word career to date, how much in absolute dollar amount this somebody has made, and how much in terms of percentage amount profit, dollar amount profit, percentage amount profit been made. Same way, apart from dollar amount and percentage amount profit, how much been injected from the external sources, from YouTube or personal courses, into their portfolios. It's not like switching portfolio here and there. Again, I'm not accusing any one of them, but I have this grievance that these things I don't see, and only the excuse is no, it is for the private member. But whoever flexes this, no, I am so much up, nobody is unsolicited flexing, unsolicited. Nobody is soliciting, okay, please give me this. No, unsolicited flexing, oh, I have this much up. We need the full data. Whoever trying to flex, that how much in absolute dollar terms, say for example, I am up live to date or career to date, I am up say $12 million, fine, I am up profit $12 million, absolute dollar term $12 million. How much in percentage term? For example, in percentage term, live to date, I am up 2000%. Example, I am just throwing some random example. So if there is a absolute dollar term, say $12 million, absolute percentage term, okay, this much is percentage term, say 2000%. Now I want to also know how much external money has been poured in, and how much, like for example 2-3 positions, say specific Tesla, Elf and Revolve, how much is contributing out of 12 million absolute dollar, how much these have contributed in terms of only these three, holy trinity has been contributed for the absolute dollar term profit, and how much percentage term these three have, holy trinity has contributed. Just that this much to the this date to that date up, it gives nothing, right? So if I have to give the $1 million, get the $1 million from somebody and give it to them, it's like either of these. So I would go with Tom. As I said, transparency, the pelothra, limitless knowledge. Again, I might be a dumb which I can't really gauge what is the knowledge and all. For me, it's a limitless knowledge for Tom. And what I said, the last one is yeah, in terms of wisdom, I give it to Harry, but Tom is kind of extra sharp. But you know, a sharp knife can cut you. So because of extra sharpness, maybe Tom flip-flops, I don't know. But again, keeping aside the personal front, what Tom did or not did, specifically on transparency side and the knowledge and information side, I will choose Tom. So guys, you can interpret who is Tom and who is Harry, but this is just a random extempore video on this. Thank you guys for listening and watching to this. See you in the next one. Bye. Peace.